You may be able to tell by the headlamp here. Can't really light up my face that well. We're leaving camp in the dark. It's a long trip back to Southern California from here, and we're starting our morning crossing the creek. So wish we could see this. I think you can see it a little bit. There is a log crossing here over Havasu Creek because we had to camp on the other side. So right now Emily and Carrie are still crossing over. You can see how kind of precarious it is. We had to do this every time we left camp or to get water. But after this log crossing, it's pretty easy. So here comes Carrie. Yeah, she made it! Good job, Carrie!
Oh, I didn't.
So it says welcome to Havasupai Campgrounds, but we're leaving. And looks like these people are leaving too, but those are probably going to go on some pack animals. So it's getting a little lighter out, and we're making our way to the village of Supai. Okay, so now passing Havasu waterfall. Gorgeous waterfall like all the others. This one's right next to the campground, so it's still kind of dark out. But unlike coming in, we're making our way uphill. So again, we got to climb out of this canyon today. This is the last day of our trip, and it's gonna be a little harder than when we came in, but we'll manage. So this is something I didn't film on the way in. We just came from down the canyon there. There's a fry bread stand that we didn't get to hit up, so we weren't here during operating hours. But you can see the damage from the flash flood that happened a couple months ago. A lot of these trails are kind of washed out. There's trees down all over the place. Some of the cliffs are crumbling, but all throughout this canyon you can see the damage from the flash flood. The campground is actually partially washed away in that flash flood. But getting closer to Supai. So here's some more of that damage from the flash flood. This is ready to crumble and break off. But it's right at an overlook for beautiful 50-foot falls. So this is our last waterfall on the way out to the village of Supai, which once we're passing this means we're actually getting pretty close. On the outskirts of the town of Supai, and we have some horses. Here's another one coming this way. They seem to kind of just roam free in the village. Sun's coming up and hitting the canyon walls. It's a beautiful sight, the bird flying between. We're definitely hitting Supai. The church and school are just in front. We're gonna stop here because they have luxurious flush toilets in the village. So we'll use that, and then we'll fill up with water, and then it's about 8 miles to the parking lot. Alright, leaving Supai. You can see the light is coming onto the canyon walls now, being really beautiful. This is the store you see as you come in. So, a couple more miles. Passing by upstream of Havasu Creek again. One last look at the beautiful, clear, blue water. We're going to be leaving it soon and heading up that side canyon. Sun's starting to come out, so it should be a pretty hike. Now passing a sign for Hualapai Hilltop. See if we can actually see it through the screen. This is where we saw the original sign for Supai. So there's a canyon here and a canyon here, and this is the canyon we're going to be taking back to the parking lot at Hualapai Hilltop. Yeah. Making our way up the canyon. Sun's kind of gone behind the clouds a little bit, but this is the lower part of the canyon. It has a little bit of water in it, but still quite a few miles to go. But it's a very beautiful. About halfway through the canyon now. Still kind of in the narrows, so it's still very pretty. Still kind of overcast as well, so we're not getting the sun, but that's probably a good thing because otherwise this would heat up. We're moving away from the water and uphill. Sun has come out, and so have the pack animals. So, well, they were running. Now they're.
Oh, those are on top. Sorry, I'll just take the pack off.
Now they're coming very slowly. Yeah, there you go. Taking everyone's gear up. A little bit further up the canyon, you can see the transition from the red rocks that we've been hiking through to those other ones that are a little higher up in the geological timeline. And it's good to see those because our car is parked all the way up at those top rocks. So we've been walking through the red for a while, and now we're getting a view of the lighter rocks. Wash has widened out. We're getting closer. Passing this beautiful rock again, and you might be able to see we are starting the very beginning of this switchbacks. You can see some of the horse teams at the top of this little hill. So switchbacks are going to be kind of steep, and then they're going to get really steep to end the hike. So I can see the people in front of me starting to switch back up pretty hard, which means we're on the final stretch, and we go straight up here. So this is the hardest stretch, but it's the last part before the hilltop and the parking lot. Just one look back where we came from. We got a mule train coming up too. Gorgeous, gorgeous area. It's nice to take a nice pause before the real hard stuff starts. Still switch back into the top. It's quite a change of scenery though. Getting closer. Just switched back down through that mess, and I'm rewarded with the parking lot. Once I do this little stretch, I will have successfully navigated that climb. And that's my welcoming squad right there. Honestly, that was a climb. I'm kind of glad to be back to the parking lot at this point. And we are back where we started, in the parking lot. And then these are the views up the canyon, now that it's fully lit.
I want to take my shoes off.
And that's it. That's the end of 3 days hiking Havasupai Creek and the Havasupai Reservation. Next hike, bring it on.